I should have listened to my brother's advice and opened up a Turkish bath. Customers pay in advance when they attend that kind of venue.
How can I get to the castle?
By foot, Mozart. It's a rough 1-hour walk and the trail is pretty steep. You never seem to have any exercise, and that sure will do you some good.
I don't have time for that. Is there no other way?
Well, there's no other way that costs nothing, my friend. Unless, of course, you happen to know how to fly.
I thought I saw a coach parked in the street by the hotel.
Dubček's wreck? I would strongly advise against it, Mozart. He's kind of rough around the edges, and he always drives a hard bargain.
Are you available for a ride around noon?
Nie rozumím.
Sorry, I don't speak Czech. No water and no hose to bring it to the fountain.
I should have listened to my brother's advice and opened up a Turkish bath. Customers pay in advance when they attend that kind of venue.
The coachman uses a language I can't make out. Would you, maybe?
Do I know how to speak Czech, you mean? Huh. You are talking to a patriot, Mozart, so you better be respectful.
In that case, would you please help me make some kind of deal with the driver standing there?
Well, now that we have reached an agreement on the settling of your debt to me, I guess I can try to help you out. Still, someday my generosity will do me more harm than good. To get to the castle, I doubt that the driver will give you credit.
The doctor can settle the fee for the ride when we get there.
Oh, Mozart, you're always over-optimistic.
I believe that humans are good, my friend, nothing else.
I'm listening, Mozart. What do you have to say to this poor working man?
Ask him whether he has heard any interesting rumors through his colleagues.
He says a friend of his was called up in the middle of last night to fetch a sick man that he ended up delivering to the castle.
I have to get to the castle, but I can't pay for the ride.
All right, I'll translate it. So far, Dubček is laughing and doesn't say much else. Gee, that laugh. That's definitely low-class Bratislavan.
Why does he laugh? What's he saying?
He's asking what the Joker's name is. I think he means you, Mozart. The Joker.
Did you mention my name?
I'm afraid so. These Slovaks are so full of surprises. He said he loved your operas.
I'm pleased to hear that. So, is he good for the ride?
No, by no means, no. We pay in advance or we get nowhere. He claims that's his motto.
All right. Tell him I'll pay him. I'll be back at noon with the money.
You really want me to tell him that? That would be dishonest. You told it to me so many times. Why would I turn myself into your accomplice in another of your swindles?
I'm going to the theater. After the rehearsal, the director of the opera is going to pay me some of the money he owes me.
Wonderful! And how much for me?
All I can afford to give you. But I beg you, please confirm our appointment to Dubček.
There you go. You're to meet him here at noon. Don't be late. Our new friend insists, 'cause from what I gather, he's supposed to meet at around 2 with a young lady who has very little patience.
Good Lord, so it was not that complicated. Come on, let's hurry back to the theatre.
My morning has been kind of crowded, but here I stand now at your disposal.
At long last. You almost kept me waiting. Let's head up now for the theatre. Everybody is waiting for you on the stage, and you don't even have your baton to conduct. Go get it in the Kapellmeister's box. Also, don't forget the first half of the divertimento. Maybe you left it in the music parlor. Hurry up, we're already late.
I had to run from errand to errand since I left the hotel. You were going to make me faint in the end. Oh, God. Now I remember what happened last night. That dim-witted Alexa managed to get me to offer her the first half of the divertimento. Did she take it away, or did she leave it in the music parlor? I must find out.
Mozart, sir, it's always a pleasure to see you back in Prague.
How's your wife?
You're asking me how my wife is? The flirty little bougress left me for a new beau. Così fan tutti, as the Italians say. They're all the same.
Apart from the new shows of Don Giovanni, what else is on here at the opera?
In the afternoon, the orchestra plays a concerto composed by the local Kapellmeister. It has some nice moments in it, but it is far from reaching the kind of quality your own work has.
And ticket sales, are they going briskly?
So far, nobody seems in a hurry to buy tickets. People seem to prefer operas much better than symphonic concerts.
This is locked. I need to find a way to get in. The first time I heard that piece by Bach, I was attending that party given by the Baron von Swieten. No composer has mastered the art of the counterpoint more effectively, I must say.
When are you going to start the rehearsal?
I have to go to the castle, you know.
You have to go to the castle, that I know, but it is far from being noon, my friend.
Johann, would you happen to know where the key to the Kapellmeister's box is kept?
His deputy keeps it. I came across him this morning. He must still be somewhere around here.
What's the plan for the rehearsal?
It's the same every day. You put your score on the lectern, you conduct the trio with your baton, and if I like what I hear, I then pay you.
The bust of George Frederick Handel. Ah, fugues by the divine Handel. My friend Haydn is quite right to praise him endlessly. Vivaldi. Yes, I vaguely remember the old Venetian. Still, I thought his music was kind of too cute for its own good. I wonder who left that fan here. This music sheet is from my 41st Symphony. I completed it more than a month ago. I already had my coffee back at the hotel. A book, very nice indeed, with the title, The Book of Celestial Harmonies. There is a letter slipped inside the cover. Let's see. Ah, I do know this writing. Seems like a note from my old buddy Haydn. I read, Dear Wolfie, last time we met, it seemed to me that your mind, usually so fast, was a tad lacking of exercise. I'd say this is quite an original gift. I'm taking it with me so I can study it. Sunflower seeds that Hofer feeds his parrot with. They're all over the sheet. Let's clean it up. A few excerpts from Don Giovanni. Alas, this is not what I'm looking for. The perch where Hofer chains his parrot. Seems like he has taken the ugly beast along with him.
My dear friend, there you go again, and so early in the day. I hope you've been able to rest a little after our private interlude yesterday evening.
Alexa, you sure are a dangerous woman. I should be wary of your ways.
Oh, dear Mozart. It's been such a long time since Johann, my husband, decided he does not find me dangerous anymore. Did I even thank you for your delightful gift?
Alexa, you certainly made some very gracious comments last night.
Some of that warmth I can still feel in me. please come to the music parlour so I can renew those vows of gratitude.
Wasn't your husband worried about your absence?
Let's leave my poor husband out of this.
What did you hear about my opera, Don Giovanni?
It's a blockbuster here. I heard that in Vienna people were a bit lukewarm, but here in Prague we had a full house every single night of the show.
Alexa, where did you hide the score I left you as a present yesterday?
Mozart, I understand you were not quite yourself when you offered me the score, but still, it is impossible for me to give it back to you. It is such a precious present to me.
Would you please give me the score back? I require it to be able to lead my musicians in the rehearsal.
You want back the very gift you granted me? I find this kind of rude, but I guess you have your reasons.
Pretty please, my dear.
So be it. I will consent to give it back if you manage to find my feather fan. I lost it yesterday evening under the circumstances that you were aware of.
Well, take a look. I managed to find your fan.
Thank you. You're a gentleman. Although I do remember that yesterday evening you did test the righteousness of a married woman.
Would you please give me back the score that I offered you last night?
You offered it to me during our little celebration of beauty and music. It was such a bore to claim it back now.
I beg you, please give it back to me. I found your feather fan and returned it to you as you requested.
What good is a fan in the middle of the damp autumn of Prague?
Wasn't your husband worried that you had lost one of his gifts?
This pitiful fan would have been worth nothing hadn't it been a gift from Johann. He asked me at least 10 times where I'd put it and why I didn't use it anymore. Well, I imagine you want me to yield to your request. God, what I wouldn't do for you, dearest. I am grateful for such a charming tune, Mozart.
I thank you for the score and the compliment.